Good afternoon and welcome to Lunch with Loretta at Choice Farm Market. I'm Loretta and this is Bree.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of working from home. There's a lot of things that factor into that. And I think one of them is, what is your work?
Teaching was a difficult experience because not only am I'm at home, I'm on my computer, I'm at the grace of my Wi-Fi, which was not great. And most of the time I'm teaching a class to maybe one or two kids because nobody was able to do it. My boss just was so ready to get back into the classroom and into the studio.
To be successful to work from home, you have to have the right personality.
Yes, you do. If you are a procrastinator, it does not work.
Nope, and you have to be disciplined.
Yes.
You have to have the right tools, like you said. Your, unreliable Wi-Fi would be one.
Mm-hmm.
If most of working from home, I would think, is done on a computer, so you'd have to have the right computer set up and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You were talking a little bit earlier about, watching your cat knock the stuff off your shelves while you're working from home, or the dog, and you said the dog could be a plus or a minus. So elaborate a little bit on that.
So I have a Bernese Mountain Dog. She's my best girl. I love her so much. She's a big dog. So when I do work at home sometimes for my dance teaching, and I will record bits of choreography. And so when I'm recording it, I kind of talk to the camera so that way I know what the counts are and I'm ready to teach my students what it is. But Brooke, bless her heart, she'll see me maybe do like a move on the ground and she is like all the way over and she's like, "Hi, Mom, how's it going?" And I'm like, Brooke, get out of here. Or I'll do a move on the ground and I just get a big old wet kiss across the face.
Yeah.
So, and then my cats do the same thing. They're all like, "Hello." I'm like, get out of here.
So, but that can also be a benefit because, it's comfortable and pets are great therapy. Mm-hmm. So, and sometimes, I think a con would be you don't allow yourselves the breaks and stuff. Like, I think people have a tendency probably to work right through lunch and you don't allow yourself a proper lunch break. But the other hand, I think working from home, you can work when you are most productive. Because I've had jobs both where I did work from home and jobs where, I was required to go in to a work setting. I feel like, I'm pretty adaptable and I could do either. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, okay, what do other people think? Because, it's more than just my opinion here. So I actually, Googled, pros and cons of working from home. And one thing that I didn't think of, and I'm going to pull this out so that I get it correctly and cite the right people, but this was it was in the USA Today, and the U.S. News, and it was an article written by Robin Mandel, and it cited as a research study by the University of California, Davis, and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And one of the things, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit here, but it said if you're not in the office and others, some managers may either intentionally or unintentionally be biased against you. Mm-hmm. You may find that your contributions aren't being noticed or appreciated much by your team, and you may feel compelled to make extra efforts to keep on everybody's radar screen. And I thought about that, and I thought, that could be true. I've worked in offices where there have been people that come in and, or I come in and they're already there. Mm-hmm. I leave, at 5:00 and they're still there. They work through their lunch hour. You think about, how dedicated they are. And then if you don't see somebody,
you have figured that they're slacking off.
Yeah, you could do that. So that was one thing that it's like, I didn't think about that,
No.
I also think another pro of not going in the office for a lot of people is the commute time, because some people have a lengthy commute. I used to have an hour and a half drive, and before I had a family, I did not mind it.
Yeah.
I had that way I could think about what I was going to get done during the day on my way to work, and on the way home, I had time to decompress, if you will. And so for me, I didn't mind it, but I didn't have a family.
Yeah.
And so that 3 hours away from home, it didn't really affect me. But for some people, that is quite a burden. So when you are working from home, you get that time. Mm-hmm. That's extra time to spend with your family.
Yeah. I think for a lot of people, the family is the biggest part of working from home. It's either a good thing for you and you are able to be there for your family, like if you have little children.
I know that a lot of times now, after everybody, well, not everybody, some people still have not gone back to work, and that's fine. But I think a lot of companies, what they did was they adopted the hybrid version.
Which I think is good, because then you have the people who can really focus at home, who thrive at home, and then you have the people who need to come in for the office to socialize as well as have a change of scenery, I guess, because I think that definitely plays a part in it. If you're at home, you feel like relaxing for some people. And if you're at the office, this is a place of business. I need to get my work done. Boom.
Yeah. And that reminds me, when I was younger and just kind of starting out after, having a young family and stuff, and I was a receptionist, and my office manager, we were talking one day about on Saturday, and she's like, how she can, get up and she cleans the house and does all this. She's so productive. And I'm like, Saturday, I half the time, I'm not out of my pajamas till noon or whatever. I get very lazy. And she goes, nope. She says, I get up just like I do every morning when I'm going to work. She says, I get dressed. I force myself to get dressed, do my hair, and put my makeup on. That way I'm ready to work.
Oh, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, but it's the whole mindset.
Yeah.
And so I think that, when people work from home, you might tend to be, stay in your loungewear or whatever, and maybe you're not as productive as you are when you've got, your business suit on, if you will. And for an example, I was working at home this morning. I was trying to do too much and very distracted and scatterbrained. So
I think that also comes with being organized too. So you need to have your to-do list I separate my to-do list. Like I have my work stuff and then I have my home stuff. And with my work, I separate it from dance and choice farm market. So that way I know what I need to get done for each of these little categories, and I select time for those. Sometimes I don't get to everything, and that is okay.
yeah.
That is okay.
But yeah, organization is one of those skills that I think you definitely need to have if you're going to be working from home. Yeah, so let us know what you think in the comments. Do you work from home? If you work from home and you're close by, make sure you stop into the market and grab some lunch. And if you miss an episode, you can catch us up on our YouTube channel, Choice Farm Market. Have a great day.